Bud, tell me what happened last time.
Well, it began with us days passing in our wonderful home of Wolverton as people were adjusting to their new realities, we'll say. The Chase and the elves seemingly getting along as best as they can in the situation, and the guards, or the few remaining guards and Templars, trying to ensure order is maintained and make sure there's no, the tension growing that doesn't explode into something more dangerous. Eventually, though, the army did march out with Idala and Theodore and the Templars and whoever else wanted to go with, making their way to Lothering to hopefully help. And of course, as Hartbert mentioned, cutting off the Darkspawn situation there so it won't grow to such dangerous levels as best as we can. As he took a bit of a march there, eventually, hopefully, making our way to Lothering to help. While that was going on, a survivor of the war, the Kuzlins, or Fergus Kuzlin and his party, those who remain coming back to a world that has changed drastically without them noticing. Having escaped terrible death and whatever else can happen, as Anissa, with her liege lords, tried to make their way towards Lothering as well, trying to figure out what happened, trying to understand. As there was a bunch of rumors going around and no one really having a clear answer. Not wanting to cause too much trouble, they decided to stay at the inn for now as they figure out what's going on, and Fergus still undecided about going back home and making the long march back to Highever, or possibly going to Durham and figure out what had happened. And maybe even, since our Eamon was at the war, possibly can use his forces to help out whatever problem is going to happen, because the Darkspawn are more likely still a problem. Well, regardless, the men tried to pass the time while they recovered. I believe Anissa helping out the local population and trying to be there as everyone else who were too wounded were trying to recoup. Eventually, though, like I said, we made our way towards Lothering Gates to see it filled with refugees and desperate people with no hope. Hartbert, of course, ordered Theodore to talk with the Chantry, who are more likely the ones in charge now that since the local lord and his forces have taken leave, and hopefully have a beginning conversation to ensure that this whole corporation works out smoothly. As Theodore nodded and went off to go speak with whoever exists in the Chantry head, meeting Sir Bryant, who seemed a bit skeptical and wary, and surprised as well once Theodore explained that they're here to help, the local lord is here to assist. Yes, they're full of elves and other folk, well, holding that back off mostly, so Sir Bryant wouldn't get too upset as he tried to explain what they're here to do. Now, Adala mentioned to Harper that if this doesn't go well, that hopefully he'll be not foolish enough to just turn away help, but if it doesn't go well, there's always plan B, essentially, because there's not much else he can do to stop us with the forces we have. As Harper seemed to nod as well, though our conversation was interrupted with a flash of light in the distance, as Adala and a few others went off to go see what the hell was going on. Come across two men running and one burnt to a crisp, and understand exactly what had happened. As Serana and Adala tried to reassure and help this young, more like mage, and trying to show her that we were here to help, and we're not going to plan it grant her out to the Templars. It's a different time right now, and we don't really have a reason to turn people away who need assistance. Even offering to, if she wishes to, tell her family to move a bit closer. It's a bit dangerous to be out so out of the way of anyone else who could help them, and making our way towards the city with her being stunned to see, see all the help and being passed out as well. Because apparently, while we were gone, Harpert had another conversation with Theodore, who came out to mention that Sir Brian didn't seem to be willing to have an army here and seemed to be more unhappy at seeing them causing trouble, not believing that they would be here to assist. Now, Harport mentioned, well, he could either do this the easy way or I can just make it happen. So either you can talk him down or this can just get ugly for everyone involved. There's only a few Templars and I have a lot more people in comparison. Even mentioning a bit of mocking tone to Theodore about whether he believes in the Maker and such, and aren't you here to help people, essentially. Another jab at Theodore's situation. While Theodore sighed and made his way back, telling Sir Bryant what the ultimatum was, and Sir Bryant knowing that he has no other options, as he had to probably sigh and pretend to allow it to go through, we'll say. He didn't have much of a choice. As Idala made her way back to Hartbert, explaining what had happened, and of course the young girl who needed help, and trying to make sure she was taken care of. Hartbert reassured her, revealing her name was Bethany, and also revealing his own magical potential, quickly for no one else to notice, and Adala seeing it firsthand. And, well, it didn't really make things any worse. Just Adalia just accepted it and saying, well, we still have a job to get done. As Bethany seemed to have a whole new idea about this whole thing. As while Mage now in charge can mean a whole lot of things. As she made her way back home, hopefully with some snacks and food and safety. And we marched into Lothering, saying hello to the mother and Sir Brian, as well as they wanted to publicly, I guess, announce it. Though their anger, their public announcement kind of gets switched with anger, as Harper revealed that Adala was going to be the one left in charge to run things while he had other things to do. As he mentioned to Adala that he had plans that he had to take care of. And while that was happening, and of course the Chantry Mother storming off, upset, there was Fergus Kuzlin and his party coming in, having seen the ruckus from back in the inn and wanting to see exactly what's going on with this whole army of elves and Chasen and such. And Fergus had a moment to greet as he went straight to Adala, and Adala stepping up to hopefully smooth out any ruffled feathers. She gave condolences to Fergus and tried to give him some sympathy about what has happened. Apparently, as he has not been told about anything, and she didn't really have much news about High ever, of course. And even asking for his knowledge and expertise, having dealt with Darkspawn, and asking if he would use him and his command would give such valuable information to the people here as well. As Fergus seemed to a bit caught off guard, but acquiesced. As Anissa, with her Mamari, had a bit of a different situation. As well, at the very least, Harper was still around, watching this play out with a bit of amusement. As her Mamari Edward seemed to shrug it off, said it was all right, and the very least, and revealing himself to Anissa as well, as she nodded and watched him leave, and mentioned it to Fergus, who was a bit surprised that he had ignored him entirely, didn't even think to look at Hartford at all. Regardless, Vidala got right back to work, even asking the Sombergs if they wanted to help, though told by Serrano that she would be a bit busy. Probably doing a lifetime experience type of situation, and of course meeting interesting people. Something that she might even write a book about if she survives, much to, let's say, Adala's worry. There was a bit of warning and concern from Serrano in the sense of like, hey, you have people here you can rely on, and you can also look to others outside of the Chantry if they give you any trouble, we'll say. And of course, Hartford's worrying about whoever causes trouble he really wishes to know. When he comes back, I presume there will be retribution in this regard. Regardless, the next day was helping and doing as much as we can. Merchants having a chance to sell their wares, as well as, well, sadly, another tragedy hit the Chantry as a fire had spread, apparently destroying some foundations and leaving them a bit without any care, as they had to bury some people and deal with that, and of course Adala and her people sending out regards and help. Though Sir Brian had other feelings about the matter, as he went to Theodore, revealing that he has concerns, that he believes that the Blood Mage may walk among them. He believes it may be Adala herself, though Theodore tried to dissuade him from that, as he had been warning Sir Brian this entire time, but told him, like, there's nothing you can really do, and also, I don't think it's her, I think it's, well, Hartford, much to Sir Brian's confusion, as he tried to give explanation. But the more he tried, the more confused Sir Brian got to the point where he stopped and dropped it, seemingly moving on to the different subject, respecting Theodore's, let's say, point of view, and decided to stay quiet for now. At least that's what he projected to him. And I think that's where it ended last time. Sir Brian's revelations and Theodore's reassurances, and everyone hopefully surviving what's going to happen next.
Well, Dahlia, you are left in charge of this place, and you'll have to now run it. In the absence of Hartford, as once he is gone, Serrano will put you in black. So
Yes.
you need any help, or can I go and lounge around?
I would appreciate help at the very least. I'm not too sure what lounging around is for you, but there's still a bunch of hungry people, and more likely than not to be happy about an elf being in charge around here for long. At least until their bellies are full. I'm trying to ensure that the population doesn't decide to riot against us as we're trying to ensure they don't die. Can you help me with that by reaching out to some of the people outside of the city to see if they're willing to move a bit closer inwards or what assistance and help they may need, or even someone you think could be assistance in that regard?
Well, I mean, it's just like it was just Bethany's family. Most people there are living outside the gates because they can't fit in the tents and all.
Mm.
They left. I'll be honest.
Mm. That's a pity then. Have you spoken with the young Bethany since she went home at all, by chance?
Surprisingly, yes. Her mother was really nice to me.
Oh, that's good then.
Made me
Do
this
you think
weird tea.
Well, I do appreciate that she was kind and polite to you. I assume she was grateful that, well, the rescue and care for her daughter.
Well,
Do you think, hmm?
yes, suppose. But I have something to report though.
Okay.
I suppose I told Harper already, but well, I don't think she's the only mate family.
A family of apostates.
I believe her older brother it was a bit subtle, but you know, get an eye out for these. The way they talk, the way they look, the way they ask questions, the way they clearly didn't like the Templars.
Mm. Very well. I'll have I'll send out someone to check on them and give them a chance to, on their own terms, come closer to the city if they wish for the safety of it all.
Oh
Or if
no,
they
they're in
prefer.
already. I offered some guarantees. They're in.
Oh, oh, don't you work fast?
Well, what can I say? Show them you're one of their own, and well, they get a bit more comfortable. Plus, I think they were very desperate. You know, starvation will push people to take many risks.
True enough. I'm planning to ask if some of the locals would like to join, or at the very least be trained into militia. What do you think of that?
Trace an eyebrow. Did spot a couple of elves, I suppose. Can ask them. That's what you're referring to.
Hmm. Yeah,
The,
well,
for the
mhm.
humans? Hmm.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. I don't wish to ruin whatever plan Hartford has in the meantime, but seeing if we can get some more help, or if they can learn to defend themselves if things go sour, or south mostly.
They. Well, if things go south. Have armed people. They don't. The only problem is the Templars at the Chantry.
Hmm. Yes, they were not too happy about this whole situation, and not only just that, they've lost their Reverend Mother and
Such a
more.
tragedy.
Gives her a look but doesn't say anything. I'm sure it was an unforeseen event. But I'm trying to bridge the gap on that part, but I don't think it will work out that well. I don't think they particularly like me.
You know, I gonna probably not stay in town. I have a wonderful idea for you.
Mm.
Get those get that family to be on your side. Mages in any potential fight. Quite impressive, and they're forced to show their talents openly. Well, that's bad for them, but good for you because it kind of pushes them in a corner. Who else is gonna take them in? Plus,
I
there's the
see.
other witch.
Other witch?
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on that one? I didn't realize we had more.
Well, she wasn't very friendly, but we had like one or two conversations.
I see.
Yes, apparently, she mostly talked to Hartbert, before he left. Was, well, skeptical of the plan, but I'm confident.
Should I be aware of this plan, or should I
No.
best be left ignorant? I will trust you on that one.
That's the thing where I need to leave and catch up with them eventually. They'll need my help.
Very
But
well, you did say you gotta meet interesting people, so
but if things get dicey, she might also be able to assist. And that's 3 apostates you have on your side. And well, I don't know about the two farmers, but this one, well, there's an air of confidence about her that doesn't just seem like that doesn't seem like a bluff to me. I've seen some shit.
am I able to meet this confident mage, or will she just show herself when she feels like it?
She's a shapeshifter, so you probably might have already seen her without realizing.
I see.
Yeah.
Talented indeed.
Change into multiple animals, to my knowledge. She might approach you on her own. I don't know. I'll just kind of like, I'm warning you in case she does, so you're not too freaked out.
Very well. I appreciate it.
Black hair, kind of pretty. Although, well, personality, that's a bit more, that's what you have to get used to. It's a bit jarring.
I see. Well, I will try my best, at the very least. Do take care, Serana. I would offer to send you out with some food and resources, but I feel like you don't really need much help from me.
Well, it's only like a day or two. Fine.
Very well. At the very least, take care of yourself, you and Lord Hartbert. I do not wish for either of you to die.
She nods. I'll say, I'm leaving the songbirds here to act as your bodyguards in case things really go badly.
Thank you. That is wonderful reassurance.
I'll nod. Well, see you in a few days. Hope this place isn't burning down by the time we come back. She winks at you.
She kind of just laughs as she watches her go.
Yeah. Dahlia, is there anything you want to do?
Well, definitely continue the stuff she's been working on. Definitely gonna try to help out reach out to the Hawk family, and of course, be very kind and open to the Chantry. I don't think it's gonna work really well because she did offer to help them in any way after the Chantry burned down. So, not sure if they're really gonna take that without talking to her at all.
Well, I mean, you can listen. If you want to approach the Hawk family, you can do that. Because yeah, you know the Chantry is gonna pay.
Yeah, yeah. Bring some
As
food with me if I can.
yeah, you will if you ask around, and yeah, if you have the songbirds as a escort for you, you'll walk through Lothering. That, well, in the last 2 days, it's been sort of organized much better, as people have been. There's like food has been like distributed, medicine has been given. It's looking a bit better. People are even though they are being in fact all aided by elves and chastened. Well, having not starving is in fact a great morale boost. As you're walking, and you'll see the fucking 4 of them just near one of the tents. As you see Bethany and 3 other people, one older woman, probably their mother, and 2 younger men. Probably her brothers, as they'll also notice you approach.
Yeah, Adalia smiles. Greetings. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I came to check on you all. She kind of looks at Bethany to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, she'll kind
Yeah.
of greet you with a smile as the older brother is gonna take a step forward and say, "Oh, don't worry, you were interrupting us from some very important business.
I see, I see. At the
He
very
like
least, for my
gestures for like there's like a small fire that has like a pot over it. There's like some bubbling some stew, and he says, "Now, me personally, I think that looks horrible, and it smells like death."
it does have that effect, you know, a familiar aroma, as they say. I hope, I guess my treats will be hopefully a thankful one as she brings out her basket of whatever she has with her.
Yeah. And then it's like, "Hey, Bethany, now that looks like actual food." He like sort of frowns at him a bit. She'll gladly like break a piece of bread and start like munching on it as he offers it to the other half to his mother. And he'll say, "Gotta talk. Pleasure to get to meet our unironic saviors. Very unexpected, but you know, I've rarely had pleasant surprises. By the maker, you are one of them."
Adalia, lovely to meet you all. At the very least, it is an honor to be able to do some help around here. I'll be honest, it is still a bit of a shock to me as well, but I wouldn't have traded for anything else.
Met my sister. This is Carver,
Hello?
my younger brother. Carver will kind of like nod politely.
And you must be the matron of the family?
As she'll smile and say, "Yes, thank you. My name is Leandra. Thank you for everything."
Of course. You will have to thank my lord as well. It is also due to him that we've gotten so far. He put a lot of trust in us. I do not wish to, squander that.
She'll nod as Hawk will say, as Garrett will say, "I have so many questions, but I won't ask them now because it seems like poor timing."
Well, at the very least, if I'm willing to sit at your table, I can answer a few now.
Well, as he looks around, there's no table, but we can find some stumps.
Stumps will do.
So get a couple of like wooden logs and just kind of sit them around the fire. Is there anything you would like to talk with them? Say this: the older
No.
brother seems a bit more relaxed. Bethany and Carver are a bit more sort of guarded, even now.
Yeah, she's not gonna do anything too private. She's mostly trying to get the first step. So mostly just, unless they have something specific they want to ask her, she's just basically talking and trying to show her friendly face, essentially.
As yeah, um, all this is going on. Anissa, I think you're proceeding with helping the locals as Fergus and the rest of the knights have agreed to stay a bit behind to sort of kind of like aid with a bit of training for this like ragtag bunch of militia. And well, suppose you are part of that training regiment, so I think you can give me a secure an advantage with wits to show these people, teach these people how to move informations and maybe kind of like run a couple of drills for them.
Sure thing.
Listen, you're remember to always add the momentum as for the last 2 days you've been, 3 days you've been trying to see what kind of, like, they clearly are not like experienced fighters, but at the end of the day, a formation and some discipline will do them good, and they're clearly motivated, highly motivated. As the Chastened are much less disciplined, but they also seem to be much more competent in the actual fight. You and the Knights would have set up a sort of nice area outside the village, where you're actually like doing the drills. As you will immediately spot a bunch of Templars walking out. When I say a bunch of Templars, it looks like all of them are marching out, armed and armored.
Would Fergus be in the training regiment
Yes.
as well?
Yes, he's here
Okay.
guiding the new recruited troops.
She wouldn't point it out to him.
He'll stop. He kind of like looks at them, and it is more or less like around like 15 Templars. That looks like trouble.
It surely does.
All right. Round out the men, and let's see if we can stop whatever about to go down.
Of course.
Yeah, you can see Sir Bryant is this regiment. Well, Dahlia, you will also notice the Templars approach you as
Oh
you're
dear.
sitting around the campfire with the Hawk family. You are also sort of like outside the city walls, sort of in the next to the refugee encampment area.
She looks a bit worried as she like stops as as she gets up. I seems that Sir Brian and his men are moving. I'm sorry to stop our conversation so abruptly. I'm going to go see what's going on.
They'll all nod. The mother looking particularly concerned at this. As you will notice that Harper will not so subtly also like pick up his sword.
Yeah, Dahlia is going to have that winning smile on her face. She goes because she doesn't want to bring trouble to these people, so she's assuming it's a conversation, not anything else.
Well,
she goes
for a
to check on-
conversation, it's weird that he brought all the Templars out and they're all armed and armored.
Yeah, she's also concerned as well. Sir Bryant, apologies, is something the matter?
He'll not say. This will sound rather straightforward, but you must understand. Well, these are tired times. The Templars were trained for one job specifically.
I'm a bit confused here, but I believe your job is to protect the people, my good sir, and I don't wish to impede that in any way.
We are to protect people from apostates in Maleficarum.
I see. I can understand the nature of such a holy duty, but
Then you would have no
Surely we
problem to submit an interrogation.
what? Me? This
As
is
they're all like draw their blades. As also in unison, the fucking songbirds will immediately also like draw weapons. Carver and his family are like up. The mother has in fact run to take cover. You will see Fergus and his knights coming from the rear, as like everyone just like jumps. It's like super tense right now.
now, no need for that. Okay, we already have Darkspawn on our heels. We don't need to add any more bloodshed.
That's
I'm
a
sure-
good point. But I cannot harbor blood mages amongst us. Not when you're so brazen.
I am not a blood mage. I swear to you, I am not.
then you should have no problem with the interrogation. The truth shall set you free.
Very well. If it will assure you that I am no blood mage or any form of fashion, I will go with you. As long as my people are safe, and there will be no unnecessary killings today.
Fergus will step in and say, No. Sir Templar, I don't... Now, Adalia, when he says interrogation, now, I want to be... you know what that means. It means they're going to torture you.
Oh dear.
But
Okay,
you
I didn't know.
think they're gonna like ask you questions sternly? No, it's God knows what they're
Listen,
gonna subject you to.
I didn't think it was common knowledge that they would torture people. I thought I was like, yeah, why would the Templars be evil? Okay, I got
Well,
you.
listen, Adalia, listen, they're not very kind to apostates. There's a reason why all these mages are fucking shit scared of these people.
They're not kind to elves either.
Unfortunately, unlike the games, he doesn't have the magic sixth sense that tells you, this character has the mage tag on them.
He activates
see.
the ability, sees if the ability like targets you.
That's true.
They
that's
have
true.
to use more conventional means. So there's now listen. He was trying to dress it up, but you do realize that if you just go with them, there is a chance you will get tortured.
I got you.
I'm not sure how
She's
much
very
you are
afraid.
gonna depend on Sir Brian's kindness, and after his revered mother got killed and Chantry burned down, and you antagonized him the whole way.
I didn't antagonize him. I was very kind to this man. I don't know what you mean. As she does look probably very frightened. She presumed this is like the better of two evils, but then Fergus stepped up. The smile on the tone tells the other voice. Come on, Real. What is that?
As Brian will turn and say, My lord, this is unfortunately none of your concern, and I have plenty of reason to accuse this woman of being a blood mage.
What reasons are those? What crimes have I committed?
Kind of like looks around and says, Don't you find it suspicious the way you showed up? The way everyone behaves around here? The fact that your lord is clearly more or less a puppet on your strings.
My lord does his own. He has his own plans, and I will not disrespect him in such a way. We are here to help you. We have done nothing but help.
First they help us, and then they take over our minds. You've already infected other Templars.
I affected other Templars. I've not engaged with the Templar in any fashion.
Know about the revered mother in Wolverton? You won't get us this time. We are prepared.
That was her own doing. May the Maker rest her soul. That was her own choice. I had nothing to do with that. It was your revered mother who made such a deal with a demon.
You understand how absurd that sentence is.
Yes, which is why it was shocking when it happened. It was your Templars who acted first.
Listen, when you say that, you will hear like a cackling laughter from and there's a person in the crowd. You think he's very amused. Sir Brian clearly is not taking the laughter very funny.
I understand these are dark times, sir. But here we must band together. You're letting your paranoia and your fear take over. I promise you, we are only here to help and to ensure everyone's survival. That is all. That's all I wish for.
Now you can give me a secure advantage.
Gotcha.
But like, if you want to use wits or heart, you can use either.
I think she would use heart, trying to appeal to his better nature. It doesn't really. Oh wait.
I would
have
suggest
this.
you. Oh right. Well, he glances around, like, because he sees the songbirds, he sees the knights. Other like elven guards are also like sort of looking like, are we gonna have a fight here? And he's like, we're leaving. Need to take word to the Chantry about this. As he'll order his men to move out. they're leaving to take word to Denerim.
Yeah. I don't think a dollar can call a hit on them while they're walking out, though. I don't think I can call it a, hey guys, we should really kill them before they leave out the city. Actually, I don't think people will be cool with that.
It's still 15 Templars.
Yeah, that's also true. And they do have their own magic, no matter what the game tells me.
Well, you know for a fact that they're like about as tough as the knights in a fight. Then they have like powerful abilities that would in fact nuke your apostates.
That is also true. She's
Like
not one to
you'll
call
eventually
anyone-
be able to kill them in this fight, but like it'll lose a lot of people on it.
Yeah, she, like I said, that's Red thinking it. Dahlia wouldn't think that, so at the very least, she watches them go very tense. Thank you, Lord Fergus. Your help was invaluable.
Don't worry. I find is their suspicious nature that made them act like this. Also, with the recent tragedy about the revered mother.
Yes, I just wish we could have come to a better understanding than this. It will cause trouble in the long run, but I'm happy no one got hurt.
I wouldn't
She
worry.
will,
I think they have much bigger problems right now than well, you and your little merry band of elves.
That is true. She goes to address the people there, like, well, it's, you all may disperse. It's fine now. It's okay. Everyone can go back to their task.
Yeah, once the Templars will leave, one of your people, no, actually Karlan himself will. I need to make a report.
Yes. What is it? She has to go to a more private, or secluded moment to talk with Carlin.
Theodore is gone. So are the Templars that were came with us from Wolverton.
Did they leave with them? I didn't see them in the crowd, but
He'll shrug. I didn't see them either. Probably, maybe.
we'll keep an eye out and take a look around and see if we can figure out where they went. At the very least, we have to make sure they're not close by if there's going to be problems, or if we can try to convince them to talk to the other Templars to make them understand what happened in Wolverton at the very least.
Well, if I
Thank
see them around, I'll let you know.
Thank you, Carlin. Yeah, it's appreciated.
Well, listen, I guess good job talking down more than a dozen armed men.
I didn't want their, I didn't want many bloodshed. I didn't want them or my people hurt, so promise I would take care of everyone, and I plan to keep that.
He'll nod. He'll take his leave as Fergus kind of looks at you and something like, okay, that was unpleasant.
Yes, to say the least. I won't stop me for what I plan to do, which is to help anyone here. I hope that hasn't caused too much alarm for you, my lord.
Well, the accusation glances around. Doesn't do much good with the villagers, but well, listen, I was never a religious man. Don't seem evil to me.
Oh, at the very least, that's good to know. Like I said, my actions will hopefully speak for my character. That's all I can hope for. Thank you for being so understanding.
Fine, I gave my word I would stay and help, and we were gonna stay and help.
She smiles and nods. Well, with the Templars gone, that means more people need to patrol and more work to be done. If it may not be true, I may ask for more help from you in the future, but thank you, regardless.
He'll nod. Of course, my lady.
I'm still not used to that. But she'll turn to the Hawk family. apologizing and making sure they're gonna be okay as well because
You know,
she knows the secret, but they haven't told her that
Hawk
yet.
is
So
gonna give like a slow clap. Garrett Blake. Ah, well done. You did just stand up to them. That was brave.
thank you at the very least. I didn't want well, that foolishness shouldn't have to make sure that everyone has to pay for it. I am sorry that our dinner had to be interrupted.
I wouldn't call that
So,
dinner, but you are correct.
Well, if it may not be too unpleasant, maybe we can try this again another time with you and your family. I do want to make sure everyone's okay.
He'll nod and say, "Well, if anything, my sister, when she told me first about you and your people, I was a bit skeptical, but I'm coming around to the idea."
That is good to know. And like I said, it's a new choices must be made here on whatever's going to happen in our future. And every step begins here. So I look forward to talking with you further.
He'll smile and nod.
She says goodbye and Par makes her way back towards getting back to work.
Listen, Theodore. My only question is, because you already know how the conversation would look like. Are you gonna like leave with them with Denerim, or are you gonna like stay around? And they make the suggestion.
Yeah, he'll leave for Demeron, yeah.
Don't worry, Brian's like in his head. Don't worry, brother. We'll cleanse you when we get to the capital. We'll get this blood magic away from your adult mind. But yeah, no, you'll leave and there will be no bloodshed. As listen, they don't want to throw away their lives for nothing.
Of course.
But yeah, is there anything Talia or Nissa want to do? Let's
She would help wherever she can, but nothing special.
I want to ask, can the chantry be repurposed in any way, or if there's anything left that could be used for us in any way?
I mean, it's still like standing because Theodore managed to. I think people managed to like douse the flames.
Yes,
quickly.
I got a weak hit, yeah.
So it's
the
still
translation.
standing, but well, I mean, not the best. It'll take you a bit to repair it properly.
We can repurpose it.
It was already housing refugees. That was the first thing
Okay.
Harper did. Like, no, put them inside.
Okay, good. I remember the game. That place was empty when I walked in. Okay, that's fine. That's basically it. Keep an eye on things, visiting a hot family every once in a while, but that's really it.
Good. Now, switch a bit scenes. Ira, awake. Find yourself in a unfamiliar place.
Unfamiliar in what way? Just like strange
You
or
glance around and well, it doesn't take you too long to notice that, well, this is your house. Everything seems to be like misplaced. One of the windows to the house is tilted.
okay. If I look out the windows, does it look different outside or
It looks like someone tried to make a poor imitation of reality, and well, everything is slightly off kilter.
so I feel like it doesn't take too long
No.
for me to figure out I'm
You're in the
dreaming or
Fade.
in the Fade right now.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Interesting. I'm assuming I'm not normally like this sentient in dreams.
No, it seems like you feel something has like pulled you here. If you feel like another, it's not one, it's multiple presences, but one of them is, it's almost palpable.
I mean, to my knowledge, the way to like deal with being in the fade is to like go for whatever the reason you're there is to like solve it, because that's like the game terms. But anyway,
Well, I'll say
I
this,
guess I'll
like,
just go towards if I can feel where it is.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, you normally you could probably kind of like try to like snap yourself awake, but if you
Yeah.
try to do that, like, you realize that this presence is indeed keeping you here forcibly.
Okay.
So you will have to deal with whatever is holding you here.
Yeah. If nothing like in the house seems like super drawing my attention, I'll just go and try and find whatever this thing is.
You leave the house and you realize there's a bunch of people walking about. But the moment you do, they all like stop and just slowly turn and stare at you.
Wonderful. Okay. They don't do anything.
Nope.
If I like continue walking, do they just turn with
Yes,
me?
you just exactly, they just follow you with their gazes, slowly.
Okay. Weirded out, but I guess I'm gonna keep walking.
Yeah, as
See if there's anything that like breaks this pattern.
give me a secure and advantage with
Oof.
um. Find something. Second.
Alright. I'm sure this is fine, being forcibly pulled into the fade.
Listen.
I'm not having Origins flashbacks with a fade sequence. Tamara, have you played the fade sequence yet?
That's vibe I need. As go in the fade, and you'll go move around this place in the fade as well. We'll realize that the streets, while they sort of mimic the layout of Wolverton, realize you are moving in circles. It starts to like loop around on itself.
Okay. So I can't leave?
This place seems to try to is trying to confuse you. At this for certain.
I know in Wolverton, the like manor would be like the head of this area, so maybe if I can try and find that here, that would also work.
You look, and now you should like focus on it. Realize it's not a manor, it's a castle that sort of dominates the landscape as it becomes much clearer to you. distance.
Am I able to find my way there, or does it still loop and become a maze?
Now that you look at it, look back in front of you, there's a road that leads straight up, like a hill, towards the castle. And all the people have like aligned themselves on the side of the road perfectly as they all stare at you.
Do they react if I like wave a hand in front of them or anything like that?
They're
Or is
not
it
even
just- okay,
blinking.
cool. Awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna keep moving then. I'll go up towards the castle.
Yeah.
Is it like tall and dark and lightning striking behind it, or is it not that?
No, but it is like absurdly big.
Okay.
As well, you will you walk up, see there's like guards sort of standing in front of the gates. He sort of looks at you and says, Alt goes there.
I'm Ira, town alchemist. Whose castle is this?
It's Our Lady's. I don't think you have permission to enter.
I don't.
I don't know, do you?
Is there something I need to do to gain permission to enter?
Make an offering. Something that
offer.
would attract her attention, make you worthy of entering.
Have I not attracted her attention already?
Oh. Sort of looks around, like at the people behind you. Maybe. But I don't think it's in a good way.
Surely you can let me speak with her, right?
Give me a secure an advantage with art.
Oh god. Wow. I see it's gonna be like that today. Okay.
That is perhaps. What is your intention with her?
I merely wish to speak with your lady and understand what it is that she wants.
Very well. Keep an eye on you. We've always kept an eye on you.
Right, not creepy at all. Thank you. I'll try and go past them.
Yeah. You step in through this massive gates. Again, there's plenty of servants going around, but the moment they see you, they just stop doing whatever they're doing. They just stare at you. And then they will slowly like raise their hands, pointing like a certain direction.
Guess I'm just gonna follow the directions that they're
Yeah,
pointing.
they will creepily guide you through the castle. As you will arrive in this like great hall, as there was clearly an audience going, but it stops the moment you walk in. as you see a woman. Well, there is something that wants to pass for one, sitting on this large throne, clearly like bored out of her mind. Looks at you and says, "Ah, our guests finally awake."
I assume you're the one that brought me here?
She nods. "Come, child. I wish to see you closer."
Yeah, I will step closer. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Only my boredom, which is a good thing. Finally. You know, it's been so lonely for me here. I had to entertain some guests.
You say it's been lonely. Surely you have plenty of other spirits you can interact with.
Well, they're not really fond of me.
And why is that?
I have certain appetites.
Of course. Forgive me. May I know what you're called?
She sort of looks at you, kind of like slowly. Have a particular name. I have many nicknames, I suppose.
Which would you prefer that I call you?
Your young apprentice gave me a nickname, so I can go with that. Called me Shade.
Jade. I think that's very apt. So, take it you know Hartbert then?
Well, of course, I think we're getting along quite nicely. Helped him out quite a lot, you know.
So I've heard. Are you the one that this plan came from then?
Say it like it's such a bad thing. You,
Surely you can understand my hesitation.
of course, but you understand that I take a bit of issue. You trying to get in between us and our budding friendship.
I understand. What is it that you hope to get out of him?
Oof. She chuckles and laughs and then like smiles, looks and says, "It's a loaded question, don't you think?
Is it? I mean,
Must I
You've-
want to get out of... What if I just want a friend?
it's possible. Suppose you could be proving me wrong.
I saw him. I saw how lonely and sad he was. Wanted to help him out. Such a bad thing.
Not initially, no. But if you're hoping to use this act of altruism to convince him to do something for you, that is where my concern comes in.
Afraid I will take over his body.
Among other things.
Think trust in your teachings. Surely you taught him better than to let himself get possessed.
Of course I have. I also know that it's possible to interact with spirits without them being corrupted into demons. But most spirits who reach out to people have an ulterior motive.
Suppose that's true. My ulterior motive is, well, same as anyone's. I find, unlike my brethren, I do find your world such a fascinating one, filled with so much life and misery at the same time. It's I could have everything I want here. You struggle for things. That's don't understand how much of a blessing that is.
You're envious of struggle.
Find that hard to believe.
I guess not, if I were to put myself in your shoes.
Look at my face. I want to look this. I can shift my appearance, match anything I desire. As you see her form sort of shimmer as it changes, this sort of flesh seems to grow over her face as these horns sprout out, giving her a much more monstrous visage. If I show up like this in people's dreams, they're afraid of me. If I show up as a seductive woman, they will, well, worship me. If I show up as you then see it again morph into this large creature, as muscle seems to be misforming on her body, as her voice also gets distorted into something more guttural and low. If I show like this, they will fear me. Before she shifts back into somewhere in between. But tell me, mage, why keep trying to interfere with my plans? You want to... Which one of the forms I've shown you do you think you prefer? Love? Fear? You can choose.
You're the one that feels most like you. Not that you're wearing a mask to tempt someone or to intimidate them.
Her form sort of stabilizes a bit, she says. Suppose I shall... This is my preferred look.
I think it suits you. I have a question for you, Shade. A couple of questions, actually. You keep referring to me getting in the way of your plan. If you're just seeking companionship, surely that's not an issue, right?
He laughs and says, "You know what he's planning on doing."
Tearing a rift?
Yes.
Is that what you want?
Yes.
To be released?
I want to struggle like you mortals do. I want to finally have to work for something. Maybe for you it seems like a ridiculous thing, but the concept is makes me shudder. Makes me so excited, so eager. Possibilities.
I've seen similar ideas among the nobility in Ferelden. Not so foreign a concept to me. You always want what you can't have, right?
She'll nod slowly.
Is there no struggle here in the Fade?
For other spirits, maybe. But for me, I have forgotten how it feels, to be honest with you, in such a long time. I can devour the spirits as I wish. I can dangle them like little mice, or swallowing them whole. I can shape the land as I wish. I can draw in mages. I can... How many blood mages are out there willing to sacrifice innocence for a sliver of my power? It's all so boring. I haven't heard of tearing the veil that can take physical form in your world. That's adventure. That's excitement. That's something new to me. And in exchange, I'll help you with your darkspawn problem. Painted little disgusting creatures.
You're not worried about being brought across the veil without a host, a vessel, like your actual form made physical.
That is the plan. Which is why you can see how, well, fascinating this experiment is.
I admit I'm intrigued. My worry comes more from the aftermath of such an event.
Oh, yes. I've been told about people, little Templars, like to pretend that they are defenders of humanity and all. Rather boring and irrelevant.
If you like struggle, you'll certainly find plenty of it if you have access to magic.
So, such a bad thing I'm offering to your young apprentice.
Sounds wonderful. You being willing to help against the Darkspawn. Getting what you want. Nobody seems to get hurt. There's just things that are going unspoken here that I can't trust.
Well, ask your questions. Maybe I can earn your trust as well.
Okay. Say this plan goes through, it succeeds. You're brought across the veil, given physical form, you fight the Darkspawn, you survive. What then? What's your next struggle?
I don't know. Haven't thought that far, to be honest.
What about the others that are brought across with you? What do
Oh.
they do?
Does a king and queen not have their own servants? I require mine. Suppose they'll be quite useful when fighting the horde.
I'm not as wary of spirits as Templars or members of the Chantry. So I'm more inclined to believe that you are telling me the truth here.
Plus, say, need hosts. Oh, there's quite a lot of dead bodies left behind by the horde.
That will rot as time goes on.
Suppose. So what do you prefer then? Honesty then? We all leave the shapes we want. I've never... What do you think will happen? How do you think I'll look outside the Fade?
Don't know.
And doesn't that make it so fascinating?
I admit I'm curious, but what of the ramifications of this? If everything does go to plan, go smoothly, and then the Chantry sees an army of demons in the south.
Sure.
What happens to them? What happens to the mages that brought this into reality?
You think we can contend with the Darkspawn but not handle a measly human army?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I have at least some, let's call it, assurances I can give you. As much as I would love to think that I'll be able to walk out through the tear and just enjoy your world, my feeling is it's not gonna be as simple. Fate is, pulls on us, dragging us back.
Won't it be painful?
If I begin to miss it, I suppose I can always come back.
What do you suggest in the meantime?
My understanding, southern lands people call home are more or less uninhabited now. Me and my own can take residence there. We won't bother each other. And from what your apprentice was telling me, I think Chantry cares too much about the wilderness.
They care enough to raid our villages.
Well, come with hostile intent, I'll receive the same, I suppose.
Correct. I have a question.
Yes.
I guess it's kind of a lore question. But would I know if there's any way that, like, because I know demons and deals are always a thing, but I don't know if in this setting it's not like a binding thing. They can always just, like, ignore the deal that's made, right?
Yes. Like it's not. I don't think.
Nothing like magical is holding them to, like, keeping
Yes.
up their end of the bargain. Okay.
Yes, it's more like an understanding.
Great. Okay.
Listen, you can give me a secure advantage with wits. See how much she's bullshitting you right now.
I can try. I get a feeling that there's some, but whenever I get that feeling, you're like, she's just being honest. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because Romanian always lies to you, right, Jill.
So, you know, this is clearly an extremely powerful spirit, able to just fucking like unironically dominate other spirits and like shape the fucking fate however they wish. Pretty much insane.
Yeah.
If they walk out and they have the same amount of power,
It'd be bad.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be bad. And an army of Templars, like an unironic army of Templars, is what you might need to even have a chance at defeating this. Unironically, this in the long term might be a bigger problem than the Dark Spot.
Yeah.
Because they've defeated
that's
other
my
blights before.
concern.
They've never had to deal with anything of this. Now, out of character,
Also, just ignoring the fact that she's like, "Oh, hey, we're army of demons going to colonize where your people used to live." I'm not super happy about that.
Yes, that's also a fair point. She seems like, hey, listen, nobody gives a shit about the Kakari wilds. They're now completely barren anyways. We're just gonna move in, set up our own thing. And you know for a fact that the event, like the chance you will in fact declare an exalted march on this, they'll be like, okay, fuck you.
Yeah, no, that is 100% the future that I see if this happens, if an exalted march happens. Wonderful. Okay, so I do have my answer.
But she doesn't seem like she is like, this is her way.
She's not lying,
Yeah,
right?
she's not
It's just-
lying, and this is her way to sort of, because she realizes, hey, listen, I understand why people don't want to be possessed. So just open the door for me, and I don't need to take over any bodies. We can just walk out. Now, she also understands that this might not be as simple in practice, and she is trying to like think of certain side effects. The problem is she just doesn't know. This, as far as you understand, has never been like done. Like, you can summon demons.
I mean, clearly
But-
she has like looked at reality a little bit to try and remake Wolverton, but like it's wrong.
Yes. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can summon demons, but usually, like, it's on a this is on such a large amount of such a bigger scale that technically, if this follows regular conventions, you would be able to seal the tear, which would like yank them all back. If this follows, like, if you apply the summoning demons logic, but just on a bigger scale. So this technically is fixable. The problem is, will they let you do it when they have an army out?
She's also like so powerful, like being able to remake the Fade. Like not even dreamers could do that in the Fade, like to that extent, right?
Nope.
Okay.
This is one fucking powerful spirit. Like, the way she
Wonderful.
talks, she also seems to be insanely ancient.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I don't remember what the last thing she said was, but Okay.
I'll say, so, are you gonna help me or are you gonna stand in my way?
I think there's more to this than you realize, and it's not a risk I'm willing to take, not when it's the people I care about that are going to deal with the consequences. No, I'm not going to help you.
Well, suppose that, I expected it. Hoped you wouldn't, but, well, alas. This is the reason why I'm keeping you here. Until everything is done.
You just want to keep me out of the way until Heartbreak goes through with it on his own, then?
I think you're a very
Great.
poor influence on the boy.
Poor influence.
Stifling such ambitions.
I prevented him from being possessed when he was a child.
Oh, true, but that's no longer present danger, is it now?
Not precisely the same, no. There are other dangers to the Fade that don't have to deal with losing control of your body.
I've never fought one of the old ones. Be another interesting experiment.
Old ones?
Yes. Then you people call, was it Archdemon?
You plan to fight?
Well, since I'll be there anyways. It's kind of hard to avoid it. That's why not. I think it'll be fun. Something that will... there's not that many things around here that make me tremble. Me shiver.
Fun. You think it will be fun.
Yes.
My home is at war. My people might be entirely wiped off the face of Thedas, and you think it's going to be fun?
Sort of like slowly tilts her head, like almost like she's confused that you're at your anger. Maybe we just have different hobbies. Have you considered that? Not my fault. You are so weak.
It's a war, not a playground.
To you, maybe. For me, always been a playground.
How many people are going to die while you entertain yourself?
Soto leans back in the chair and says, "Well, that's up to you, isn't it?" I think he's using my army to fight the Darkspawn. So, in fact, you should be thanking me for assisting you.
You
Probably
help him
saving.
fight the Darkspawn, and then you convince him to use the army for what else?
Laughs but says, "Oh, I don't know. Whatever he wants. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just my own devices." I think we can become good friends with time.
Ivory just kind of shakes her head. No, I think you more than anyone understand that he has always wanted more.
I know. I know better than anyone. Don't you trust him? Don't you trust in all these years of training and studying and teaching? Why would he give in? He's been always been incredibly resilient. I think he's more than willing to give his life for his dream, and something that I always appreciated.
He's a good kid, and I believe I've trained him well. But you get tired of being resilient, and that's what I'm worried about.
And maybe you should do your best. I don't want you to leave his side, only for a bit now.
Only temporarily, right?
Yes. Don't worry. Stole enough lyrium chantry to be able to perform the ritual without any sacrifices. I found that. I think that's your influence. That's your influence, making him so boring. Could have easily sacrificed a bunch of people.
Good, I hope he continues to bore you then.
Like laughs and says, "Well, I suppose there's a bit of amusement in having to put him in certain situations. This is what I'm gonna do. Him, to you, to a lot of people. How far are you willing to go? Maintain this veneer of morality people seem to cling to so harshly."
Are you turning this around on me now? Trying to find out what I want? Make an offer? No.
Chuckles. I don't think I have anything to offer you right now. No, Ira, you are just another player at the board. An annoying one, but again, I appreciate the challenge. Be boring otherwise.
Question is, how dumb do I go right now?
Well,
How dumb of a decision do I make?
what are you thinking about?
I have a couple of options in my head of like, okay, well, obviously she's not just gonna let Ira go. So, one, I'm in the Fade. I'm gonna try and contact Hartbert if he's sleeping or some kind of way using magic. Or two, I just try and break out on my own. I feel like it's gonna end very poorly.
Listen, that indeed might end poorly.
Because like she's already tried to wake up a couple of times and
Yes.
knows like I can't do that.
But might listen. Give me a pure advantage with heart, and plus on a strong hit with the match, yeah, you break out. On a strong hit, you'll be able to like contact Hartford. On a weak hit, well.
Oh yeah,
you'll
all of
see.
my ones that I've rolled today are really good. My ones and tens are really gonna help me get a strong hit.
Never realized Clement is gonna actually be a victim. And holy shit!
Yeah, that's what I've been saying, Grunt. No shit.
I'm trying to help.
Unless
soulless. Be like,
Okay.
what the fuck did they do? Who started?
What was the second part of what you said about rolling?
So on a strong hit, you'll be able to like contact Heartbird, and on a weak hit, you will just find out what happens.
Oh, okay.
Listen, you'll still break out.
Am I a gambling man?
Listen, you'll still break out, but well, might be some
Am
consequences.
I gonna bring a passenger along with me?
No, it's fine. Listen, you need to let them in. You need to voluntarily accept them.
If you're cold, they're cold. Let them in. You said heart.
Yes.
Fuck me.
Missing from match incoming.
Can't believe
It's a
Mac
one that-
jinxed you like this.
I did. I
Oh,
stood on the dice.
wonderful.
Yeah. You
All
like
right.
you
I'll
like
pay the price.
you focus. Or she like kind of like laughs at you as your consciousness just kind of like collapses, as there's a fog that like sets in on your mind as you cannot focus on thoughts, spells, start forgetting your like history, your life, your name, as this sensation of apathy sets in as you blink a couple of times. You inhale. You realize you're out. Wake up. It's hear like the sound of burning logs. A nearby hearth. You're in a bed. Like a house, not your own.
Is there anyone else here?
Not right now, no.
Was the like growing apathetic and fuzzy memory just temporary, or is that still an active effect?
No, you. Takes a couple of minutes to sort of like figure out what's going on, but no, you're back in the field. You seem to have regained a bit of your well, sanity, honestly.
Okay, I need to figure out how much time has passed then. I'll get up and go look for anyone I recognize or just anyone.
Yeah, as you get up and walk out. This is a small house. Call it a house. It's more like a hut. Walk out, you'll see like an old woman sort of kind of like staring in the distance. Like turns to you and says, "Ah, you're awake. Welcome back."
I am awake. Where am I?
My home, of course.
Forgive me for sounding rude here, but what happened? I'm a bit fuzzy still on.
She laughs and says, "Ah, fuzzy indeed. You were stuck, my child. You were stuck, and you didn't. Well, I was worried you would never awake, but you did. You pulled through. Congratulations, you're alive. Careful who you upset next time, or you'll never have. You won't always have me around to assist."
Thank you.
You're welcomed. See in the distance a fucking crack of lightning as it seems like the sky itself is splitting open. And so it
Shit.
begins. No, I don't appreciate people doing this in my backyard.
Oh, can't believe he's going through with it.
I believe the boy is quite foolish, but well, desperate times, desperate measures, as some people would say.
Right. So if that's the split in the veil, then we're in the wilds?
Quite so. About a day's walk from it.
I need to go stop him. It might be too late already.
You like kind of like take a step forward and you like kind of like stumble a bit as you realize you feel completely like tired and exhausted. She says, I haven't been able to fully heal you. Well, you're suffering from a bit of a affliction of the spirit rather than the body. Yeah, you've never like your feet actually just kind of like gave up from underneath you. Like gonna help you get up.
That spirit, isn't it? I told her no.
Yes, he said it doesn't seem like it was very appreciative of your meddling.
No, she didn't seem like it.
Now, mages making deals with demons is a tale as old as time. I've rarely seen it work out well for too long, and when the Chantry hears about this,
We'll call an exalted march.
you understand. I'm also upset at this.
Yes, I'm very sorry to have roped you into this.
I believe it was the young man that brought disaster to my doorstep.
He is my responsibility.
That is for certain. I fear that if I intervened with this, strikes me as the desperate kind that would have done something even more foolish.
Maybe it's my failing in my teachings, but I hoped I would find a better way.
Well, don't give up now. The reason I brought you out.
Don't think I can actually do much right now.
Then go to him, talk to him. Try to not let that thing's influence corrupt his mind further.
Yeah. I suppose I can. I thank you again. I'm not sure entirely what you had to do, but thank you for helping me.
Bit of magic
will-
here and there. Nothing too worrisome.
I will try and repay your kindness by making sure there's not a demon army on your doorstep.
I believe it's too late for that, but I can repay my kindness by ensuring that he doesn't do something even more foolish. These demons will not be able to move far away from this place. They are still bound to the fate, whether they like it or not.
If I can speak to him and find a way to seal the rift. If it's even possible.
No, it is, I assure you. The problem is the powerful entity is guarding it.
Right, and she's already taken me out of the picture once.
He is a powerful spirit. That is coming from... I don't say these things lightly.
I don't believe I caught your name. I'm Ira.
Flemeth. People here call me Flemeth.
Like Ira just like stops breathing for a second.
Keep the smile. Polite smile. Oh,
Right, noted.
that's- understand. I have seen that look. Don't worry. Not as bad as some of the stories portray me out. She like cackles a bit.
I try not to base judgments on rumors. Am I able to move a bit more?
You can stand, but it's still difficult. She says, I will take you back. Human settlement. You'll be able to make your way in the countryside. And from there, well, suppose maybe you'll be able to find other people to assist you. I will warn you though. There is a blight. That's gonna also be a problem. I think the demon army is your biggest concern. It's not.
I am fortunately under no such misconceptions.
A single Grey Warden survived the battle, but he is quite lacking. I fear for all of our futures. Which is why I want you to talk to your apprentice, counsel him. But let the demons clash against the Darkspawn, I suppose, for a little bit.
I guess there's no reason not to utilize what little we can.
At this point, the harm has already been done, and I think need to see the silver lining. Meanwhile, I will search for some allies in this matter, and hopefully should be turning reinforcements to deal with the demon problem at a later date. I have to hold
Thank you,
out until
Flemeth.
then. Hold on.
I will.
It will be a bumpy ride. See, she backs away from you, or like start seeing her form shift as
Oh boy.
before your eyes, in matters of seconds, see this large dragon just forming, as with one of its claws kind of grabs you as it starts taking off.
This is fine. This is fine. I'm just talking to the literal witch of the wilds that chased people tell stories about eating babies and whatnot. Yeah, it's
Listen, she's clearly against the demons. Even Flemeth, like, that's kind of fucking...
hey, she saved my life, but right now she's my best friend.
She only like walked into the fade, grabbed you out, pulled you here. It's nothing, no biggie, fine. But yeah, as you know what? Somewhere else. Across Ferelden. And Denerim, to be more specifically. Sinfried. You are, in fact, summoned by Loghain himself. You have arrived in the throne room. You can like see him. He's not like even standing on the chair. He's kind of just looking out the window. Has a cup of wine in his hands, and you know, you've seen him for the last several weeks. You've never seen him so miserable, as he is still like as depressed as ever. Looks back at you and says, I also noticed, Mac, your name in parentheses. I'm gonna shoot you.
Fuck. My lord, wait. I press my profile. There you go.
As I'll say, Sinfried, there's been some new developments.
Another fire to put out, I assume. One of many.
It is. My worst fears have come to pass. One of the Grey Wardens survived Ostagar. And some of my spies report that he has settled out Redcliffe. That wouldn't be as concerning if not who this Grey Warden is.
What's so special about this one?
He'll take a sip of the glass, I'll say. Is Marek's bastard child. Well kept secret. That I don't think will stay secret for too long.
But who knows about that?
Not if Arl Eamon has anything about it. I'll say a few people know. And well, have my fears, my concerns. I also received other messages. They say, it's fine, Mac, I'll fix it.
That's Janice.
Apparently, more Grey Wardens have been spotted coming out of the wilds, moving north. Not sure, I initially hoped it was only Bastard that survived, but it appears they are quite resilient.
They are used to fighting darkspawn. It's supposed to be their one specialty, so it makes sense to, even if deployed in the midst there, some of them will be able to worm their way out of the battle.
They are valiant warriors, is to be certain. but cannot have them. I cannot have them reach out to Orlais. They will use this. They'll use their testimony as an excuse to invade. Cannot deal with both your legions and the Darkspawn at the same time.
I know, I understand what must be done.
My only hope is that our Lehman is still sick. They won't be able to mobilize too many people. Them in that condition. I need you to take a fighting force and capture, bring these wardens in, dead or alive. I would rather avoid more unnecessary bloodshed, but some people are stubborn about things.
We'll see whether they'll start to listen to reason. If not, well, all is fair in love and war.
The men are getting ready. You should depart for noon.
You'll not. Let's hope at least get one fire off your back. Do take it easy, old man.
Want to talk?
That's a chuckle. Sometimes I miss the night elf days.
There's something else, but must be kept secret. Of the Kuslans still alive.
Now I do have a question. I'm not sure how far Sinford is up the trust ladder. Would he know that I was Hal, or would it?
Well, you
what
know
was just
that.
random?
Listen, you know that the Kuslans all died in a bandit raid. Such a tragedy. As
Okay,
Arl
Sinford is
Howe
smart.
has stepped up and taken over
All right.
administration.
All right, I'm looking at my two wits and my trickster thing, and
Yeah.
Sinford is smart enough to suspect.
Yeah, listen, Logain hates the fucker, but he's like, he has a big fuck off army.
Yeah, we need him. Yeah.
Like, Arl Howe has, in fact, as far as you understand, muscled his way into taking over Denerim as well.
Yeah, and we have no time to oppose him, sadly.
Nope. Kuzland must survive. It is our one way to deal with Arl Howe after this Darkspawn incursion is dealt with.
Very well then. I'll take care of the Grey Wardens and keep the young Kuslan safe.
Also, the words from the road is that a large elven militia alongside Chastened has been formed that area, so I would also appreciate you giving a more factual report on what exactly is happening.
Take a look around. Could be some Dales, perhaps, or just maybe ran away from the forest after they got attacked.
There has been an increase on Dalish attacks along the roads. They normally don't leave the forest, so I'm sort of shakes his head as he downs the rest of the glass. I need someone I trust down there to give me proper reports.
Of course, though.
The Grey
Oh,
Wardens
sift.
are still there. Try to reason with them. If not, well,
You're not. By the way, what's the official line, by the way? Because I know the official game line. What did this lord here say about what's the official
the
line
official
currently running?
lines
About
does blame the Warmdens for
fucking up?
Well, it's not that they fucked up. The official line is that the wardens convinced the king to fight with them on the front lines.
Ah, gotcha.
Because
They were basically over eager.
yes, because the problem is you know the behind the scenes Logan's like, listen, I don't blame the wardens. Killen was a fucking moron.
Yeah, but we
But I
can't say that.
Yeah, I can't say that to the people. Like, guys, Killen's just an idiot. It's like, well, the Grey Wardens that like gave the king false confidence,
All
and
right.
they like
All right.
so it's not like the game where there's a fucking bounty out for them. But people are that like the Grey Warden's reputation has fucking sunk a lot.
All right. All right.
There's a lot of people that are like, damn, the Grey Wardens that actually got our king killed, and they also lost against the thing that we're supposed to be good at. What the fuck?
Caitlyn, guys, but we can't say that. But yeah. All right, gotcha. Okay.
No, Logain's concern is about Alistair. Bastard chump.
Yeah, and sadly, assassinating him at Arl Eamon's court is a kind of a tricky operation.
As Arl Eamon also has his entire army untouched.
Yeah. Well, don't you worry. Not for long. Somebody helped out there. Logan, there's a large army marching to Redcliffe. I don't know where the other half is.
Yeah.
Logan looking out. Huh?
Let's make sure we can both see the end of this.
Let's fight for a better tomorrow. Hope for Elden will rebuild after this. So, let's say we did once before.
Still not. She like pours himself more wine. Yeah, no. We'll set yourself up. Gather your men. It's giving you a company of 50 highly trained warriors. They're not like knights, but they are like all efficient, experienced soldiers. As presumably you'll be moving out, making the trek. See where the reports of these wardens came from. Silence as a confirmation.
Yeah. Yeah. No, actually, I mutiny. I go to Aberanthy to kill Ahau.
Listen, right now he's fucking pillaging the alien. It's fine.
Mr. Magister, have some nice young girls and boys here. Send
Yeah.
sovereigns a pop.
We'll trek across the roads as you'll eventually pass South Beach, keep moving southwest along the highway. Well, cool spot. Like a bunch of elves, like sitting across, kind of like not sitting on the road, but like nearby, kind of keeping an eye out. One of them kind of like waves at you as
Over there.
presumably you approach.
Yeah.
The young elven woman smiles and says, "Well, it's a bit unusual to see a bunch of so many armed men coming so far south. Brings you here, traveler?" You will notice the Dalish tattoos though on her.
Okay, it's not suspicious. I'm incorrect. The Dales, but he will just say, "Greetings, my lady. We are on the way to To Wolverton to speak with a young Lord Winter, I believe.
What? What are you on about, Mac?
I thought that was the official thing. I thought he's officially marked soldier, like
No, Mac. No, have you been listening? No. In fact, you are unmarked. You don't fly any banners. You don't fly any colors.
oh,
You've
we're
been
unmarked.
dispatched to find the Grey Wardens. Didn't like tell you who reported it.
oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, never mind. Oops. I kind of assumed that.
No, it'll be kind of. It's like Loganster. There's like 10 Grey Wardens in Wolverton. Like what? No, this is like rumors and because he has his own little spy network.
Ah, gotcha. I guess it was like the letter from Harper, basically.
No,
Never mind. Never mind that. Scratch that.
like Hartford is behind this, Mac, but you would not know this. And the way he does it is more than just ironically just sending a letter. That's gonna be like
Gotcha.
this seems like this looks like a trap. No, thank you. Fuck off.
Fuck. I hope he could read for a fucking bunch of armed soldiers to run towards the war zone.
Well, you can say you're
Especially
working
since
for.
we're-
You can just claim you're mercenaries.
Yeah. A traveling mercenary company, ma'am.
Ah. Well, listen. I suppose I've seen weirder things, you know. Armed elves patrol these lands now. Grey Wardens, and now you. No. There's an interesting world we're coming to.
Relton's going for quite a strange time. You're correct, armed elves?
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah. So you say question mark like armed elves? Are you? I've noticed. I think you people usually don't leave the forest. Am I right?
That's true.
So,
Arrest me, sir. I've done nothing wrong, I assure you.
she'll chuckle. No, don't you worry. I'm not a. There's no contract on you, so I don't particularly care. Just a fellow traveler on the road.
Don't smile. Goes, good luck to you. Keep safe. Those are treacherous and this time. No, blight and all.
Not sure. I think me and the lads are more than well armed, more than enough to. Maybe not deal with the entire army, of course, but a few patrol should not scare us off.
Mac, I wanna be that guy who like backs it fucking games, but like you were sent here to investigate and find out the Grey Wardens.
I think ask directly like, about the Grey Wardens.
Well, what are you gonna do? Because not like again, it's not like you have the quest marker on the map telling you where to go. You were given reports from a region. You do have to kind of go around and ask questions of someone eventually, and you can either check in with the villages, which I assume you would have already like done, or just I guess wander around and hopefully you'll run into them accidentally. But that,
Yeah.
what's your approach? How are you gonna find these Grey Wardens?
I assume they would have to regroup in town eventually because the provisions would only last so far. So
They're Grey Wardens. They can think they can't forage off the land. Plus, are you gonna be in all the towns at the same time? There's a lot of them. A lot of villages, a lot of towns.
alrighty then.
Like, I want to backstage GM you, but I feel like your metagaming here is so fucking hard. That's like,
I didn't intend to metagame. I'm not intending to. As yes, nevertheless, as a woman in that case, I'm sure what the warden's up to in these trying times.
suppose they're fighting Darkspawn. Is that what they should be doing?
I'm surprised if this is still alive after the new special monster guard.
Well, supposedly, they passed their. Saw them moving towards Lothering. I'm not sure if they're gonna out west or not.
Very well then. Who knows? Maybe perhaps we'll see each other again on the road, my elven friend.
I get around. Most definitely.
Yeah, he was pissed for the men to follow him. Yeah, I guess now there's a lead on Lothering.
Yes, because like I said, if you would have, I assumed you would have stopped through villages and asked.
Yeah, he would have
about-
asked it every time about the Grey Wards. Yeah.
And it seems like nobody knew the. This is the first actual lead you heard in like days. Yeah, you will keep moving along. Another day of marching. Gonna switch back. Ira. Dragon fucking plops you down. As it will.
Just drops me and I die.
Yeah, it's true. Roll new character. But no, it leaves you in one of the farmlands as you fly away. Without too much ceremony.
Yeah, I mean, as little ceremony as a high dragon could have, I guess.
But yeah, you would have seen even from up above the town of Lothering as well. There's a lot of tents and clearly there was a lot of activity going, but you're about 30 minutes or so walking this.
I guess I'll start walking towards Lothering.
Right, Idalia, an elf bursts through the door of the castle, or shouting, Idalia, there's
Yes?
people
Calm down,
spotted
it's all right.
it's a dragon, a dragon just flew.
Okay. We'll investigate. Thank you for telling me. Take some rest, okay?
No, like people are panicking. Everyone's like freaking out.
I'll
Afraid.
let them know. Me and a few of our soldiers will go out and take a look and see what's going on. They don't have to fear for anything, okay?
Oh, nod slowly.
It'll be all right. Anything else, we'll keep an eye out, see what's going on, and then we'll act accordingly. No worries.
Meanwhile, Anissa, you're outside the town wall as you're like working with some of the elves still on training exercises. Before one of them will point up, and as you glance, you will see this fucking massive thing fly nearby as it like lands somewhere in the distance. Fergus will say, "Is that an actual living dragon?"
I mean, it surely looks like one.
All right. He like looks at him. I think we need to mobilize. Get everyone ready. As the elves are like actually trembling. He's like, listen, man, none of that. Trained you, and listen. Best part, you're probably not gonna be the ones dealing with it. So just go and inform Idalia, and get everyone into shelter and ready. We don't know what's gonna happen next, as the elves will nod before they bolt several different directions. Turns to you. Have you ever fought a dragon?
No. Did you?
No. I think it will be an interesting story to tell.
It surely will be exciting.
Already the men. Get your armor and let's see what's happening out there.
Of course, my lord. We will be ready. And she's gonna get the men and change.
Idalia, by the time you walk out, you'll see that the Kuzlan knights have like sort of they're ready to go.
She will, well, look a little bit relieved as she will go to Fergus, I presume, who's hopefully surrounded whoever's in charge, if it's not him. Sorry, I presume you've heard the news?
I've seen it.
I can gather some of my men to go with you at the very least. I'm not too sure how much help we will be.
Kind of like looks at them and says, Now, as much as I would appreciate assistance, how about you just get your best archers and form up rank?
Very well. I'll trust your word on this, my lord. She will go off to get those archers or whoever else can be used for our ranged combat.
Yeah, you start organizing people. As Ira, by the time you arrive the town, you'll see like this armed force has in fact hunkered down. As Idalia, you'll see Ira walking slowly from the road.
Lady Ira?
Italia, oh my gosh. What happened? Is everything alright?
Yeah, there's been a dragon spotted, not too far from here. We're mobilizing. Has Ira been here
No.
the whole time, or has she been said that she's gonna show up eventually?
Well, last you know, Ira was back in Wolverton because she was feeling sick.
I thought so. How did you get here? Are you by yourself? Did you not have an escort?
It's a long story. Can we talk about it somewhere?
Yes. I'm trying to mobilize some forces for Lord Kuzlan. Yes. There's a tent I have. If you want to go there and rest, and I'll be there shortly.
Italia, hey, just take a breath. The dragon flew off. I don't think it's interested.
Are you sure? And how do you know that?
I saw it fly away.
I see. Then I will try to warn Lord Kuzlan that the dragon has flown off, but they still may wish to keep an eye out regardless, so.
Of course.
Is this... She kind of whispers, is this a mage thing?
Kira's just gonna nod. Yeah.
Very well. I shall go warn him, and I'll speak to you soon.
Okay. Just gonna find a spot to fucking sit down, I guess. Wait,
There's a tent.
before you go,
Oh.
Lord Hartbert, is he around? I need to speak with him as well.
Haven't
No.
returned yet.
He has not returned at the very least. He said he had some business to take care of, and well, I've not seen him since. Is everything all right?
We'll talk about it privately.
Okay. Like I said, I have a tent at the very least. There should be some food and things there for you. I'll be there quickly, I promise.
Thank you.
Yeah, she'll go and talk to Fergus by explaining like, hey, the sightings that the dragon may have flown off, though he may want to still check it out though.
He'll nod and say, Me and my men will canvass the area. See what. Hopefully, honestly, hopefully, don't find anything. As much as I love a good fight, I would rather not die in glory right now.
Very well. You all be safe then, and my men will go with you as well, just to make sure.
Odd. Yeah, you'll dispatch a couple of scouting parties. Canvass the area.
Yeah, she will, once she sees them off, will go and go back to Ira, presumably in her tent and everything. I can offer you some water. I think there's some tea left over, but
Thank you. I'm still feeling a bit weak.
that's okay. Oh, what has happened?
Where do I start? You might want to take a seat for this,
Very well.
but as somebody who cares about Lord Hartford, I think you need to hear the truth.
Is he all right? Is he hurt?
I do not know. I hope he's all right. But to be completely honest with you, my sickness, I was pulled into the Fade by a spirit. It kept me there because I had been speaking to Lord Hartbert about this plan of his and trying to discourage him from it.
He does
I don't
something.
know how much you know.
I will be honest. I know that Lord Hartbot dabbles. Well, he is a mage, and you are too. What he's told me.
Glad to know that's out in the open. Yes, it's true. I am to teach him, guide him, so that he doesn't make mistakes like this. But I fear I have failed in that task. He has made a deal with a number of demons, specifically a very powerful spirit. She felt very old, very, very powerful. He intends to rip open the veil and make a hole for an army of demons to fight the Darkspawn.
I see. I think. And the spirit or demon tried to hurt you, or?
When I said I would not step out of her way, that I would not help her with this plan, she... I don't know. I sort of lost consciousness and woke up in the Krokari wilds. But the important thing is we need to speak with Hartbert. There may still be a way to fix this. Like, if his plan works, great. We have more of a barrier between us and the Darkspawn. That part has already been done. But we need to make sure that it doesn't continue to be a problem, because the Darkspawn are big enough of an issue as it is already.
Yes, of course. I'm sad to say I don't know where Lord Hartford is. I know he is. Well, Serana went with him. She left her songbirds here as well for safety. At least keeping an eye out for me. I don't know if where he could be. Would he be with this demon, or is there a way we can find him and speak with him, or maybe he'll show up and we can have this conversation?
I assume he'll return at some point, but Idalia, to seal this rip. She's going to be guarding it. I couldn't wake myself up from this. I couldn't resist her. She won't be in the Fade where she's, I assume, strongest, but still, I'm not going to be able to do this on my own.
Of course not. I know I don't fully understand this magic and mage and spirit worlds and all that, but I understand that at the very least we can't just abandon this place, and this creature, I presume, will be a problem for all of us, not just having Darkspawn there. I'm sure we can come to a conclusion that, well, I'm sure once we get our heads together, we can figure this out.
Pray that the Chantry doesn't find out.
Well, I'm not too sure if they know about what Lord Harport's plans are, but they didn't really have a good response to certain things, and they left a bit earlier, actually. I'm not sure what the thought process came from, but they accused me of blood magic, of controlling Lord Harport and trying to
What?
use dark magic to take over. Yes. I was able to convince them to leave without bloodshed, but they left, including all the Templars and even Sir Theodore. They will probably be reporting to, I believe, Dinnerum is the last I heard.
Great. Okay. I'm going to choose to take this as a positive in this particular circumstance. I'm glad you are all right.
Yes, it seems they've grown quite paranoid. The Chantry had a bit of a situation, and their Reverend Mother died, and I don't think they took it very well. She died from a fire, not from anything else.
Thank you for clarifying, because apparently that needs to be done recently. I'm sorry to hear it.
Yes, it's a tragedy all around, but at the very least, I've been trying to help out with Lord as much as I can, with Lord Harport's trust in me. I have found a number of, well, mages here who may, I'm not sure how it works, may need guidance, or maybe kindness at the very least. But like you said, our main concern is hopefully speaking with Lord Harport and finding a solution to this, well, a long list of other problems.
What's another on the list, right?
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm happy to see that you're well, though I can't presume how you got here. Did you like fly or shapeshift? Apparently that's a thing you mages can do.
Well, not me. It's a particular old wives' tale, I would call it.
Well,
I guess you could say I flew here, but
very
mostly
well.
I walked.
Did you? I don't mean to be. I don't mean to go ask too many questions, but I've been made aware by our surrounding that there may be another shapeshifter among us. She has not revealed herself to me, and I'm not going to push her to do so. In your dragon situation, did you use some type of magical lure to ride a dragon?
No, the dragon actually offered to drop me off here. In terms of the shapeshifter girl, I am aware of her presence. I am actually the one that brought her to us unknowingly, but it doesn't change my answer. She seemed like she needed help.
Very well. Like I said, I haven't tried to force any type of confrontation, and I presume we'll be on our own terms, so.
Haven't seen an issue so far.
Very well. I am, be honest, this whole talk of magic and spirits go over my head, but I will muster on.
I figured you deserved to know regardless.
Thank you.
We've been allies in this.
And, well, like I said, it has not all been doom and gloom. Lothering has been working out spectacularly so far, and we have a great boon when it comes to Lord Kuzlin, who survived Ostagar. Though they are a bit on the dark about the current events when they showed up, so we had to tell them a number of sad news.
Right. Well, glad it's going as smoothly as it can, then. I'll help as much as I can in the meantime. If there's anybody
well.
that needs my services, please just let me know.
Of course, we have a number of refugees, and, well, you take some rest, Ira. You don't look well, either.
Be honest, Natalia, I don't feel well.
Of course. I can find you comfort and a tent at the very least. We have plenty of food right now, so you won't have to worry about that.
I'll be fine. Just need some time.
Yeah, she just nods as she doesn't push too much about asking him questions, making sure Ira's all right, letting her know a bit about anything she may have missed.
Poor Adalia. So confused about the dragon thing.
I need.
Yeah, look,
I need Anissa. Give me a secure and advantage.
Hmm?
From Anissa. She left to scout out the area.
Oh, she's gonna hear this conversation.
Give me a second.
Find my next shadow lady.
oh,
Oh my god.
We're continuing the streak.
Oh,
It's also a 10-10, I want to note.
Oh
I'm gonna.
my
Yeah,
god, that's the worst you could have done.
Actually, no.
one.
No, she could have rolled a 1 on the 2, so it's like
no.
1
It's
point above
almost
the
so.
worst.
Never mind. Never mind.
Plot is gone.
Fergus, no.
Okay, I'm gonna look at my cast of NPC. I'm pulling a dart see locked up.
Look at her.
I'm sorry, Red. Fallen on the.
I see. I see.
NPCs and if PC gets fucking hit.
Well, listen, it means you read indirectly. Okay, not fine.
My people.
Yeah, your people indeed. Amidst with the wonderful. Oh, and then some. You walk up the road. You will notice someone coming from the south, the Imperial Highway. It's Lord Hartford. He's accompanied by a few people, and when I say a few people, I mean his trusty Mabari hound. That seemingly makes your own Mabari hound be quite uncomfortable. And there's a young elven girl that I've seen around the village a couple of times.
Good day, Lord Harper.
He'll kind of like smile and nod, say, "Good to see you. You're a bit a ways from town. Think all right?"
Yeah, we're just patrolling a bit. We had a sighting of a dragon, so we just cautious.
Is quite worrisome. One all right at the village.
Yes, it did not attack, it just flew by. We were just worried, but everyone is all right and well. Do you need assistance going back to town?
I would appreciate it, my. Luckily, we had to venture out to survey the lands a bit. clear out some defenses, but oh, some good news for at least for the first time. Seems the horde is not moving this way. Still
That,
probably have to deal with stragglers soon.
Of course, but good news, the war is not coming our way right now. Gives it a bit more time.
You'll nod. Yeah. You'll escort him back as well. You'll probably like bring him to the, because again, Lothering has an actual keep. I wouldn't call it a castle, but it is a small fortification inside the actual village. As you bring him there, presumably Idalia and Ira are currently sitting and talking, because that's where like the administration center is. You're not running things out of a tent, right? You're a bit beyond that now.
Yeah, presumably.
You're above such like meager things. Yeah, no, you'll see Dahlia, you'll be informed that Lord Tadport has returned. As presumably both of you will go to meet him as he's escorted. Then you see one of Fergus's knights, Anissa, as well as Colwyn walking with him.
Yeah, presumably she would greet them. It's good to see you. Well, my lord. Colwyn, good to see you still okay. Welcome back.
Nod as someone says, glad to see the town is still up running. It's like you've done a wonderful job.
Thank you, my lord. I have much to report to you at the very least. And, Lady Ira, of course, is here.
He like looks at you, Ira, but the look of guilt in his eyes is almost it's palpable to everyone. Like everyone sees, it's a very weird reaction. Even you, Anissa, it's a bit weird.
I give the I'm not upset, just disappointed look back. I think I do.
You must be tired from your walk. At the very least, we can take a seat and bring some food to, well, if you're up for discuss things.
I think we have a long talk ahead of us.
But I will ask that you some time to rest. The road was quite exhausting for my physical health.
I understand.
Tomorrow?
Of course, my lord. Yes, I'll get rooms and prepare things for you. She will hurry that along, try to not knowing what's going on, but understanding that there's a tension here.
They call and tell them what we found. Like nods before him, like he's like walking towards one of the rooms with the Mabari hound following him. He'll say, well, good news is the horde's not moving this way. Bad news, we'll probably have stragglers stumble upon us. Need to be ready. He can be upon us any day now.
Very well. I shall let the men know. And I'm sorry, Anissa, right?
Yes, it's Anissa, yes.
If Lord Clusive returns, I presume we will let him know, and hopefully he can give some more insight before battle may come upon us.
Of course, yes. I will let him know.
Very well. Colwyn, if you wish for rest and care as well, I can prepare you some food too. I'm not too sure how much you were able to eat on your journey.
Sorry, she'll kind of say, no, I won't say no to a warm meal.
Very well then. Um, Lady Ira, Lady Anissa, there's not much else. I will attend to my other matters then.
Of course. If you need any healing or just tonic for a pick me up, let me know.
Yeah, she nods.
I
As
don't
she
have
will,
my supplies, but I'm sure I could whip something together.
she will smile at and give a nod to Anissa. She will go with Colin or escort Colin, whichever one.
You'll prepare a warm meal for everyone as... Listen, I'm sure the knights will be fine and Fergus will just
Logren, by the
fine.
time I got here, he was fucking dead.
Now, unfortunately, Mac, Logain only has so many people he can trust.
That's true. Then he's pretty busy right now.
He is, and he did give you a large detachment. Now, Arha was like, listen, Logain, I can give you more men if you need. Look, take some of mine. Take some of mine. Surely, it's all gonna be
He's
fine.
He's fucking dead, Logren. I'm trying to put mission too later. The Weasley beat us to the punch.
Well, as it will get later in the day, knights are not coming back. Cut to a different scene. Sinfrid, you are marching as you'll see like 3 knights up the road as they'll kind of like looking at you as you approach. You'll immediately like recognize the Kuzlan seal on the shields.
Oh, knights. What are you doing here?
Like the man stops, says, "Well, asked you the same. Seems a bit interesting for a large band of soldiers to be marching towards Lothering. Business brings you here."
Mercenary company moving through.
You'll nod. One of your men will say. Kind of like he'll kind of like approach you, and I believe that is Fergus. How do you let's proceed?
Wait, hold on a second. If I could, for now, let's see. Let's just talk. Let's just talk with him for now.
This is Fergus will speak a bit loud and like, well, I wish then good travels to all of you.
Oh.
He's
I want to ask. I sure you. What exactly? Sure, it's you heading up north to Denerim?
We're just keeping an eye out. Was a dragon spotted in the area.
Sniffer's out go fucking wide for a fucking second. Hold on, nobody told him that.
There's a
No.
bit of a rumble across the men.
I did hear many rumors. That's a new one. On the list we got surviving Grey Wardens, armed Elven militia.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
nobody
be
told
honest.
you about fucking dragon.
Well, my good sir, I can tell you that much. But at least while we walked here, we didn't see any dragon. Unless I suppose it flew away somewhere else.
That's good. That's good. We'll keep our patrol going though. You take care as the 3 of them will start moving off the road.
Susie. I think I recognize the symbol. Wait, aren't you? Wait, aren't you Kuzlins?
Like stops and says, correct? I am Fergus Kuzland, and these are two of my bravest knights. As the moment you says that, like you can, cause again, there's 50 people behind you, like carts. Some of them will jump out as blades are being drawn and gathered.
Oh my fucking god! How I fucking hate you. Is it everybody, or is it literally
Well,
just
no, because it's like only the problem is you were given like this task force, but you don't know which ones would be
it's
like
loyal, but
loyal.
it's not? Yeah.
So you know what? You can give me a secure an advantage with heart.
Ay caramba.
I'll be nice. You can use shadow. I'll be nice. You can use shadow.
The +2 at least. It's a 1-up. It's a weak hit.
About half the men. As listen, Silfrid, luckily you were able to vet some of these people. Not all of them, though. It's a bit hard in this time. As the other half looks at us very confused, like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
He'll try. Yeah, he'll try to rally the loyal men behind him.
As I'm gonna need a battle roll from you.
Yeah. The primary objective is to defend Sir Fergus here, of course. The better.
Yeah,
let's see here.
House men are like, kill him now. Holy shit, it's actually him. The dumbass admitted it. Can't believe this.
So we could.
Yeah, as the has realized how's loyalists, how's agents have snuck in with your ranks, have pulled their blades as like a melee actually breaks out. It's very disorganized, as you will be able to take down 2 men before this like bolt flies as it impales into like Kuzlan's side as he like collapses to the ground. As it will be a short but bloody affair. As by the time you're done, you'll notice that well, company has shrunk down considerably to the point where you have a couple more men, as the Kuzlan Knights are severely wounded, as it seems that Fergus has taken a large blow.
Still alive though.
He is barely
this?
alive.
He will instruct his men to first aid as much as possible, and then we have to reach Lotharing. It's the only hope we have.
Yeah, you quickly like haul him up on one of the carts, as with the remaining people you'll have to leave everything here behind, and you start making your way towards Lotharing. As by the time you get there, it'll be long. It's like nightfall. Night has fallen. It's about 11 p.m. using a modern clock. As news will quickly spread throughout the town that men have come in bringing a Fergus Kuzlan that's been like severely wounded, as medical aid is gonna need to gifted to save him. Luckily, you have a talented healer in town.
Yeah, definitely gonna mobilize, wake up, and get that done immediately. I'm not sure if I can help Jill in any way if she's healing Fergus or
Yes.
anything like that.
The
I have my
question
herbalist thing, so hopefully I can add something to her role.
Yes. So one of you will roll heal, and
What do I roll with? Is it wits? Okay.
Yeah, so which one of you wants to roll heal? And you'll get a +1 because that one's helping you.
It could be me because I do have the healing herbalist thing, unless you have it as well, Drew. I can't remember.
Her wits are higher though.
I
Oh,
have
okay,
a +3 to wits. I don't know what the healing herbalist thing gives you.
It only gives you like
Uh,
more benefits on the actual, like, if you succeed.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
so I
either
would just
gives-
get an extra +1, so it'd be +4.
do
Oh,
I?
never
I'm not
mind.
sure
You
the
can add a +2. Never mind. So yeah, it's not the
Yeah.
+1. It's a +2 you're getting.
Yeah.
Surely you can't fail this roll, Jill. It's impossible.
Don't say that. Stop.
Grant, I remember the +6,
Good
but
about-
unlike Zaz, you're not a merciful GM. You will not just ignore the 10-10. Zaz was disbelieved on that one.
I'll roll, but Jesus Christ, this is gonna be. It's my fault if this guy dies now.
Impossible to fail this.
Ludmina, both Ludmina and you failed a +6 roll
You
once,
Can't
Grant.
roll another
got
10,
this.
10. Come on now. It's like how. See,
You
see. Even if you had a 10, Jill, it's literally impossible to fail. Come on. As well, you will in fact. This will be a long night, as people will be concerned. As it's not just Fergus, you will bring in some other wounded. Try to provide as much medical assistance as you can. As well, I think for you, since this does confirm some of Logain's suspicions that
I didn't expect the half of them to be on his side. I didn't expect this. Holy shit.
there's because Logain had some suspicions about Howe's ambitions that they would not end at like just taking like Highover. This pretty much confirms that he is ready to like backstab him at a drop of a hat. Which, well, once you get the report out, definitely might change a few things as well back home, as